Hello. This is going to be another real short one. Possibly even shorter than the last few, which isn't, good, but it's what it is. So it started in like a basement, and it was a basement under this particular house, except that we don't have a basement, but it's a dream, so whatever. And my cousin and I were trapped down there for some reason, and we were trying to get out through the like vent in the ceiling, except that it wasn't a vent that led into like the air ducts. It just led directly into the floor above it. So that's pretty crazy. So my cousin was climbing the pipes, and the pipe that he was on kind of broke, but I was able to climb through another way and kind of pull him onto the pipe that I was on instead. And then we got pretty much to the ceiling where the vent thing was. And right underneath the vent was a ceiling fan. So we were like above the spinning, apparatus, but below the vent. And like the stick that the fan, is stuck on was like basically where we were. So we were about to, proceed onward up to the next room. But I started hearing a beeping sound, like as if a bomb was about to go off in like a cop movie. And I didn't know what it was coming from, but the beeping got faster and faster, as if something was about to explode, and it was very close. It sounded like it was right behind me, and the fan was in front of me. But when it started to sound like it was about to explode, I panicked and I jumped off, and then the fan exploded. I think like one of the blades of the fan exploded, and I remember landing pretty hard and thinking that I was expecting it to hurt a lot more, because normally in dreams you don't feel pain at all. So that would explain why it hurt less than it should have. For me, I do feel pain in dreams, but not severe pain, just very light pain, which I hear is very uncommon. I've actually never heard of anyone that also feels pain in dreams, but I've heard someone say that they've heard of someone who did. So, I mean, I guess I'm not the only one, right? But it's very rare. So if you're thinking about lucid dreaming, don't worry, like, you probably won't be one of the people that feels pain in dreams. Anyways, the blade that exploded off the fan, not a blade kind of blade, like a fan blade, it was kind of bouncing around the room very wildly. So I sat on one of the corners in the room to avoid getting hit by it, but then, instead of continuing to bounce around the room randomly, it started bouncing very close to where I was, and I would have to like duck out of the way to not get hit by it. And I guess that seemed suspicious to me, and I guess that's why I started thinking maybe this is a dream. Or, you know what else? Another reason why I realized it was a dream was because as I looked around, as I was avoiding getting hit by the fan blade, I noticed that the room, instead of looking like a basement, it started looking like my attic in my mom's house. So, the change in scenery is probably what mostly got me to realize it was a dream. Anyways, what I did then was I, got up and tried to head for the door, and I was avoiding the blade of the fan very narrowly. It almost hit me a few times, but then, as I was on the way to the door, every time that the blade would pass close to me, it would get a little bit smaller. And so after a while, it just turned into a frisbee, and I caught it and kept it in my hand. And with the frisbee in hand, I went downstairs into the garage of my mom's house. And I opened the garage, and I left. And at that point, the dream wasn't looking too realistic and crisp, like you want it to, because this was another unexpected lucid dream that was unplanned for and unprepared for. But, it was alright. And I then flew over the neighbor's house and saw that the neighbor's family was having like a pool party atop of their roof. And I think they noticed me flying, which rarely happens. They were like, what the shit? And then I continued flying, and I think that's where either the dream ended or I woke up. So yeah, it was a very short one. I've been wanting to really prepare for a lucid dream this week by doing, lots of reality checks the day before, getting lots of meditation time, and waking up a little bit early to adjust my sleep schedule to be able to wake up and go back to sleep at the time that is most convenient, you know. And I wasn't able to do it yesterday. I completely slept through the alarm, but today I actually had like a thing to get up for, like an appointment type of thing. So I'm awake at a pretty good hour. So I should be able to go to sleep a little bit earlier and be able to wake up and go back to bed tomorrow at the time that I like to. So I guess I'll just get lots of sunlight today, meditate tonight, and I'll let you know how it goes. So yeah, that's all for now. And I apologize for wearing the same shirt that I wore in the last video. I normally don't like to do that, even though it was like a week ago, so I mean, it doesn't really matter. But I have been wearing this shirt a lot this week. It is my favorite shirt, but it's clean. I haven't gotten it sweaty. Yeah, it's not that bad. Anyways, peace out.